yoga. This morning, why yoga is to be together. That's a massive reason that I started doing yoga, and another reason I enjoy being a yoga teacher is because it brings us together. And as we all know, in COVID, that was a blessing really for us all to do yoga 6 days a week and see faces. Even if it's on the screen, we're still having that human connection. So yoga means union, remember, and yoga classes unite us humans. It's one way of us finding a group, our own clan, but also just to see faces in the room or at the other side of the screen and have that social connection. So we're doing a really easy class this morning. Now that you've hopefully got your strap and your blocks ready, a very, very easy sun salutation, build up to it. Options, obviously, to take different poses through the sun salutation, but we'll go into that in a minute. First of all, we're starting in Tadasana. So we're all standing together in Tadasana, all stand together to begin. So think of your posture, don't just stand. Think of your feet, find that connection through your tripod on your feet, have a little wiggle of your toes to make sure they're not too involved. Then pushing gently through your feet, feel that connection, move up through your legs and into your tummies. Your lower abdominal muscles switch on, so draw them back and do a little bit of a pelvic tilt there. And then from there, raise up through your waist area and find some space between your ribs and your pelvis. And feel already that connection from foot and how it's given you that space to breathe here already. So rotate your shoulders, open up your chest a little bit more, tuck your chin back just to open up your throat area and the back of your neck so that we've got a nice long channel for the breath. And then notice your breath, and when you're ready, begin to control the breath. So beginning just a Samavriti breath, inhaling for 4, your count, exhaling for 4, your count. So taking the breath down towards your feet as you breathe in, and exhaling from the bottom of your perineum area, from your pelvic floor. Exhale from there, draw up through your abdominal muscles back towards your diaphragm. So inhale, exhale, your count of 4, just get into that rhythm. Hopefully we're all breathing together. We might not be exactly in rhythm because some people's 4 count is a bit different from others. Some people may be counting on 3, some people might not be counting. They might just be inhaling and exhaling. But the start of a yoga class is normally where we all breathe together, and it brings that rhythm into the room or into the practice that we're going to work with now as we do a sun salutation. You might want to be at the end of your mat here, or you might turn with me to that in a second. So once we've got the rhythm of that breath, we're going to start moving. So when you're ready, let go of the breath just for a second. We'll make sure we all start with an inhale. And when you're ready for the next inhale, ready to go, inhale, take the arms up above the head. Exhale, slowly take them down. Moving at your own rate with your own breath, but trying to move and think of us doing it all together. A couple more of those. Inhaling, moving from your feet up, tipping the fingers maybe together at the top. Keeping those shoulder blades back on the back of your body as you exhale and take the arms down. Take one more, and then we're going to go into side bends so we know where we're going. It helps if we're all moving together to know which direction we're moving in, because otherwise, if you imagine us in a line, we'd all be turning around and banging into each other. Okay, left arm comes up. We're inhaling. We're exhaling as we over to the right, side bend, armpit to hip. Inhaling, drawing back up, pushing through the feet. Exhaling that arm down. Taking the other arm now, inhaling the right arm up. Exhaling slowly over to the left. I might be going a little bit quick for you guys because as I talk, I'm not counting. So 2 more of those. Inhaling, left arm up. Exhaling over. And what my breath does when I'm teaching, to be honest, I don't know if I even breathe. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right arm, last one of the right side for the moment. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. exhale down. Okay, we're going to take one of each of those now. So starting with the inhale, we're sweeping the arms up above the head, all together. Exhale, arms come down. We're taking the left side bend. So we're taking the right arm up just for a change up. See if that worked. Exhale over to your left. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left arm up on the inhale. Keeping that nice connection through your feet and through your belly as you fold over to the left, right, sorry. Inhale up, exhale down. Taking a twist, not a twist, a roll into it now. So inhale the right arm up, exhale over into your side bend. On your next inhale, roll that top arm back, open your face up towards the sun, first little bit of the sun salutation. Inhale forward, roll forward. Inhale up when you're ready, making sure you exhale in between, and exhale down. Take that on the other side. Left arm comes up as we inhale. Exhale over. Inhale, roll open by taking that top left shoulder blade backwards and downwards in your spine. Rolling forward on your next inhale. Inhaling back up to the top on your next inhale. And exhaling down. So if I'm going too quick for you and the breathing's not right, do go a little bit slower. Okay, so let's just take a roll down now. So feet are hip distance apart. We soften the knees, hands on the thighs, tuck the chin, tuck the belly, and just roll down. Don't worry about too much on the breath, but just think of us all rolling down slowly to the bottom, to wherever's comfortable for you. Knees bent as much as you need. Rolling back up. You may not reach the floor, don't worry. But as you roll back up, bring in your in-breath when you're ready. Take the arms up above the head. Reach up and extend from your feet to your fingertips. Going again. So tuck the belly, soften the knees, tuck the chin. Take the arms with you or let them flop down. Don't use your shoulders too much if it's uncomfortable. Rolling back down to the bottom. Rolling back up, looking along the floor, taking the arms with you if you feel strong in your shoulders this morning. Reaching up and bringing the arms down by your sides. We're going to take one more of those, and this time we're going to reach up and find that little back bend at the top. Two more, sorry. So when you're ready, if you're feeling a bit dizzy, do have a breath in between roll up and roll downs. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, rolling down. So let's see if we can do it on the exhale inhale this time. Exhaling, rolling down. Inhaling, soften the knees if you really need to. Lift the arms in front of you like that bowling ball if you're comfortable. Otherwise, take them to your sides and then come up and find that back bend at the top with a bowling ball in between your hands above you. And then soften the knees, back down again. Hands can reach out if you're able to do that and you feel the shoulders are strong enough this morning. Rolling back down, watch the lower back, keep that tummy involved. Inhaling, taking the arms back up. So the inhale is to open us. The exhale is when we close down a little bit. Reaching up, finding that back bend through from your feet right up through your spine to your fingertips. And then exhale and take the arms down by your side. We're moving slowly, but you should be starting to feel a bit warmer now. Okay, so we're going to take arms above the head, and then we do a roll down and then come into a half forward fold this time. So when you're ready, inhaling, taking the arms up above the head. Exhaling, roll down or swan dive if you're more comfortable to do it. At the bottom, hands on the thighs or the shins or the floor and out into a half fold. Let's take a couple of those. So exhale as you roll back into forward fold. Your legs might be a bit more open now, or knees might still be bent. Inhale as you draw out into that hangman shape, I always think it as. Exhaling, rolling into forward fold again, maybe trying to stretch, open the back of your legs a little bit more there. Inhaling out into forward fold with the open legs now, reaching out through your crown and drawing up your tummy. One more roll down. We're going to sweep up or roll up, whichever's more comfortable. Inhaling, all of us together. Reaching up, finding that little back bend if you're comfortable with it. And then releasing the arms back down to the side. Let's put that one all together, and then once we've done half fold, have a little breath for a second. Once we've done half fold, we'll go into low lunge. So low lunge, you can take it fully back, or you can take it with your knee under you, whichever's more comfortable this morning, you decide. Okay, so I'm going to start at the front of my mat this time. So we start on the inhale, we're doing the side bends as well, remember this time. So inhale, arms up above the head, it's an extension, fingers come together, exhale the arms down. Inhale the left arm up, exhale over, side bend. Let's do that little roll now and then, next inhale. So roll open on that side, open up the chest, look up to that top corner. Inhale, take a roll back forward. Inhale the next time is when we draw ourselves back up to the top, and then exhale that arm down. Other side, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, side bend. So you're pushing through both feet and you're lifting up through the right side as you side bend, rolling open as you inhale. Exhale, rolling forward again into your side bend. Inhale, really lift up through the feet, and exhale that arm down. We're taking a forward fold now, so inhale the arms up above the head, and then either roll down or swan dive, which you'll be more comfortable with. But swan diving, taking the arms round behind us and coming into forward fold, everybody, into half fold as you inhale the next time. So don't worry too much if you lose the breath here. Exhale back into forward fold. Hands to the floor, step back with your right foot and come into your version of low lunge. Hands are still on the floor. Inhale, first time, just think of lifting up the tummy and reaching through your crown, hands still on the floor as you inhale. And then exhaling. Take one more of those, really lengthening through that hip flexor at the back. And exhaling and softening. And then if you're comfortable, we're going to draw the arms up or just lift the arms through your sides, but otherwise reaching forward and coming up into your extension in low lunge. Exhaling, take the arms down just by your sides, stay up. This one we're going into a bit of a back bend, so reaching up in that big semicircle in front of you with the fingers and drawing up through from the hips, lift up through into that back bend. Exhale the arms down, hands come to the floor. We step forward with the back foot and we're going to draw up or roll up, back up to the top, opening up, breathing in, hands come into Anjali Mudra and draw the hands down past your heart center as you exhale. And we go again. So take a breath if you need to, and then we're going to go again for the other side. Inhale, arms up above the head. Exhale, swan dive into forward fold. Oh, we didn't do the side bends, did we? Never mind. Step back with the left foot. Got off in that one. Hands still on the floor, reaching a couple of inhale, exhales here, really reaching through. Softening on the exhale a little bit, having a little wiggle at your toes while you're here, reaching through the crown, tucking that chin. And then on your next inhale, when you're ready, all together, we're sweeping the arms up and we're lifting them up above our head, going through Anjali Mudra maybe if you're finding lifting them too much. Exhaling, sweep them out to the sides and take them down by your side this time. And then inhaling again, we're going into our back bend here, so lifting up through, really drawing the tummy in so it doesn't stick out in the back bend, remember? And then sweeping the arms round as you exhale them back down. Hands come to the floor, we're stepping forward with the back foot into forward fold. You might find your legs are much more open now. Inhale and breathe into half fold. If you've gone too quickly up, don't worry, stay there and have a breather. Exhale, back into forward fold. Inhale, now we sweep up, back up to the top, big angel's wings, hands to Anjali Mudra, draw the hands down through heart center, stop into Tadasana, take a little breather there, have a little breather. While we think of this social connection thing, so social connection, biologically essential for human survival, health and well-being. Creating strong social bonds, it's linked to longer lifespan. So we're all living longer by being here and doing this sort of thing. and a lower risk of premature death, possibly because we care for each other. Anyway, there's many reasons in there. It's also physical and mental. So being connected, we know, helps protect us against diseases and serious illnesses. I need to put my teeth in. Interestingly, including dementia, but that's kind of obvious when you think about it. Just keeping everything going in us by interacting with others. And obviously, this throughout history has been proven because that's how our ancestors survived, by working in social groups. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to go again into Sun Salutation. We'll do that all again and try and remember the side bends this time. And we'll do the low lunge. This time the option in low lunge is to either step back into down dog or step back into tabletop. If you're tabletop, you're then going to rock back, remember, and bring the other foot forward into low lunge. Let's just do that one, and then we'll go into plank and half plank, etc. in another round. So we've got 2 more rounds. Let's get going. Okay, take a break if anybody needs to at any point, obviously. Okay, moving together, inhaling at the front of the mat, arms up above the head. Exhale, take the arms down. We're doing the side bends this time. So inhale the left arm up. Exhale over. Inhale up to the top, everybody together. Exhale down. Side bend on the other side. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale over. Maybe going a little bit further each time, expanding that side opening feeling. Exhale down. Inhale, we're swan diving or rolling down into forward fold, everybody. Rolling down. See if you can open your back of your legs a little bit more. Hamstrings should be warmer. Inhale into half fold. So lifting up the tummies. Exhaling down into half forward fold, step back with the the left foot. Doesn't really matter, so let's do the left foot. When you're ready, we inhale, we take the arms out in the semicircle or up through Anjali Mudra, reaching up into your little back bend. Exhaling, arms come down. Stepping back into tabletop or down dog, everybody. Rocking or taking your left leg up and stepping the left foot forward, everybody. Low lunge again, inhaling through Anjali Mudra or arms out in front of you, semicircle, into that lovely back bend. Hands come down to the floor, step forward with the back foot, ready to sweep up or roll up, whichever's easier. Inhaling all that way. Hands to Anjali Mudra and taking them down through heart center. We go again, other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, exhale down. Inhale, right arm comes up this time. Take a little side bend. Inhale, arm comes back up. Exhale down, left side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Might be starting to feel this. It seems quite an innocuous thing, a sun salutation, until you do about 10 rounds of it, and then you realise it's not. Inhale, the arms up above the head. Exhale, fold, forward fold, and down into half fold when you're ready on the inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Step back with the right foot this time. Can't do the rights and lefts right this morning. Inhale up into your back bend, whichever way you're going up, hands together or hands in front of you. Exhale, the hands come down. Step back into forward fold, to down dog or tabletop. Right foot comes up this time, or you rock back and right foot comes forward. Inhaling up through into your back bend. Exhaling, hands come down. Step forward as you inhale to forward fold again. Sweep up on your next inhale, so you have a little exhale there, inhale up and down through heart center. Okay, so next one, we're going again. Remember this one, when I go into plank, you can go into half plank and then lower yourself to the floor and we go into cobra. So anybody that's finding it too much, please take a break. Anybody that wants to go a bit harder, give yourself a break. Okay, starting at the front when you're ready. This one, instead of side bending left and right, if you want to, what you can do is keep your hands up above your head and just sway with both hands to either side. Now it's harder on the shoulders and it's harder on the waist area, and you must keep that engagement in the body because otherwise you'll put your back out a little bit. So just be careful if you do decide to do that one, okay? Otherwise take the one arm side bends, which are slightly easier. Okay, so inhale, arms up above the head. Exhale, arms sweep down to our sides again. Inhale, arms come up above the head or the left arm goes up, and then we side bend over to the right with both hands or just one arm, whichever you want. Inhale, come back up to the top. Exhale, everybody, the arms down. Inhale, either one arm, it's your right arm, or both hands if you want to. Exhale, over to the left. Swaying palm tree, this one's called. If you do both hands, up to the top. Exhale, both arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. It's a sweep or a roll down now. Down to forward fold. Should have nice, warm, open hamstrings now. Into half fold as you really reach out through the tailbone. And exhale, back down to hands to the floor. Step back with the left foot will go this time. Into your slow lunge. Inhaling when you're ready, arms come up and find that little back bend or an extension, whichever you feel better with this morning. Hands come down again, step back into down dog. Yeah, am I doing this right? I think I am. I'm forgetting what I'm doing this morning. And then we're taking the left, no we're not. Yes, we're taking the left foot up. We're stepping forward with the left foot. Low lunge. Sweep the arms up. I think I've gone back to front here, but never mind. We'll just do my version this morning. Hands come down to the floor. Step back now into plank or half plank. That should be in the middle. And then when you're ready, everybody, find your inhale again. Inhale long and strong. Exhale, elbows tight to the side as we lower down to the floor through chaturanga or just lower down. Untap the toes. Inhale when you're ready. Come up into very soft cobra. Back down. Take another cobra there. Just take another breath in and really roll out through the front body. Engaging the back muscles to lift you up. And then when you're ready, we're pushing through the hands and coming up into tabletop or down dog. There's where I went wrong. We'll take that right foot up. Just do a little extra here. Stepping forward with the right foot into low lunge. Inhaling, taking the arms up. Extending, opening, whichever you feels best. Take the hands down to the foot. Step that back foot forward now. And when you're ready, looking along the floor, take it easy, take it slowly. Up above your head, hands as you inhale. Anjali Mudra down through heart center as you exhale. Take a little breather there before we do that again and try and get it in the right order this time. So let's think of the neurotransmitters and chemicals that we've just enlivened there. We've done a class or two on this before, but dopamine is our big reward chemical. So don't you feel rewarded now you've just done that? It reinforces our desire to do something. So connection with other people, it really reinforces that. If you've enjoyed people's company, you will go back, and that's the dopamine is the strong reward chemical that's telling you that. It encourages social behaviour, therefore. So I think I've given you a big enough break. Let's do that one again on the other side. Okay. Full sun salutation. Try and get it the right way around this time, Isabel. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, hands up above the head. Exhale, hands come down. Either both arms or your left arm goes up as you side bend. Side bend over to your right, really pushing through the feet, lifting up through the tummy. Exhale, inhale back up to the top. Both arms come down on the exhale. Right arm comes up or both arms again, whichever you'd rather. Exhale over to your left. Inhale back up to the top. Exhale, arms come down. We're sweeping or rolling here into half fold. Inhale, arms come up above the head. Your shoulders are getting tired. You don't need to do the arms above the head. Remember, you can take a little break and just do the roll down. And your next inhale coming into half fold. So open up those legs. They should be nice and warm by now. Reach out through the crown. Exhale back into forward fold. Step back with your left foot. I think we've got the same side, but it doesn't really matter. Inhaling, taking our arms up above our head or through Anjali Mudra and up above our head, whichever you'd rather. Exhaling, we come down. We're stepping back into half plank or full plank, whichever you'd rather there. And then we're lowering on the exhale down to the floor. And untucking the toes, we're rolling up into cobra. And rolling down on the exhale. Now we're pushing up into tabletop or down dog, whichever you'd rather. Ready to bring the other foot forward. So now the left foot goes up. And we step forward with the left foot. And we drop our back knee into a low lunge on that side. Find the breath again. If you're still with it, good luck and well done. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Stepping forward with the back foot. When you're ready, we're sweeping or rolling up, but everybody eyes open, take it easy. Watch your visual connection with your balance there. Drawing down through heart center on your exhale, and back into Tadasana. So, dopamine has worked for us there, has it? Is everybody rewarded by that? Social connections. Being together creates a feeling of us being needed, being cared for, and being valued. And we all need that in life. If you go along on your own, very lonely, very boring, and not good for your health. So working together also, as we've just done, we tend to work harder. So if you were in a class with other people there, you would have been just watching what everybody else was doing and doing a little bit extra just to keep up, hopefully. But it also helps us, if we work together, to solve problems between us, find solutions and support each other when anybody's having any challenges. But we also hold each other accountable. So, it's society, it's civilization, it's what human beings are made to do, really. Okay, so I had a bit of a breather again. Now we're going to roll down. We're going to come down to the floor. Need your strap maybe in a minute if you choose to do, and one brick. So have them handy just to finish off on the floor. Because these classes are short, I realised the other day when we did the strong one, and I left you all in Warrior 3. Sorry about that, when the internet went down. The storm hit. Because the classes are short, you may need to cool down a little bit more after them. Please remember that, and please take anything you feel you need rather than being tight and tense all day. Okay, so when you're ready, if you're not already, roll down and come to tabletop. So in tabletop, we're just going to take a few cat-cows, but try and do it together on the breath. So inhaling when you're ready there in your neutral spine, exhaling, tucking the tailbone, rolling up through the cat back and looking down back towards your knees. And inhaling from your tailbone, rolling through again, dipping down through but not letting go of the tummy, coming into cow. Exhaling, cat again, so tipping the tailbone, really pushing into knees and hands to lift up through the backbone. And then inhaling through the tailbone, rippling through, opening up the front of the body, nice space there now. And maybe the face goes forward too. And then Coming down to the floor now, so maybe you want to come down through child's pose, extended, have a bit of a stretch there. And then coming down onto your back. And we're going to take a couple of bridge rolls here. So when you're ready, find your feet in your ready for bridge position. You can take arms here if you want to do it with them, but we're just thinking of cooling down really more. So it's kind of letting the spine flow is the feeling here. So when you're ready, with the inhale, pushing through the feet, taking that little pelvic tilt as you do and lifting up as if somebody's got you by the hip flexors on a string and they're pulling you up until you roll up to your shoulder area. Don't need to go too far the first time. Then rolling down as again somebody's got you by those strings and they're just slowly lowering you, so not dumping your bottom back to the floor. So it's inhaling all together as we roll up. Exhaling all together as we roll down. So we work together. Just take another couple of those as I talk. We work together, but it doesn't mean that we're robots. We don't need to all move at the same speed or in the same way. That's why yoga classes are great, because we can have people of all ages, all stages, all abilities, all fitness levels. Everybody can come in and be part of that social connection. Doesn't matter whether you just lie there and breathe and everybody else is moving. You're breathing with everybody. You're part of that group. You've got people around you, and hopefully people that care for you as you get to know each other. So, okay, now choice here. Once you get back to the floor this time, take the break if you want to and stay up in a supported bridge, or take 2 breaks if you want to and take your feet together and come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So letting your legs open out, your feet are together, hands maybe on your belly. This is just for a few breaths to cool down. Or find your strap if you want to do this one with me. Pop it round one foot, then the other. And then use your strap just to lightly hold you in Viparita Karani. So legs up the wall. We haven't got a wall probably handy. If you have, then you don't need the strap. But rather than just hold here and tensing your tummy and everything to try and hold your legs up, use your strap just gently, hold it gently, don't cling to it, don't pull anything. Just rest your feet into that strap to kind of hold them up there. Doesn't matter if they lower a little bit, but try and keep them, your feet and your ankle bones above your hip bone, of your hip joint rather, so that it feels like everything's supported by your hips on the floor, your pelvis. And then just find your breath and breathe again. We may not all be breathing at the same rate here, but just think of nice, long, slow exhales just for a couple of minutes as we cool down here. As I say, you might want to do a few more bits to cool down afterwards, but these are quick classes. So other chemicals that we've just released, remember, oxytocin, our bonding hormone, great and crucial for our attachment, strengthening our trust and empathy and reducing our fear. Serotonin, which regulates our moods and gives us a sense of well-being here. Endorphins, which are our natural painkillers. And a major trigger of those is laughter, which you always get in our social interactions. And all of these work for the good of us in positive social interactions. So then coming out of whatever you've chosen to be in, just drawing yourself back to the floor, take a moment here in Shavasana, just for a second, and let's just say something together. It's a mantra that kind of hopefully shows our interactions together, but also to other people. So it's the metta meditation in a way. Okay, so the first one we say is, may you be happy. So if you want to repeat each line after me and think of yourself, other people that you love, and all of us together here as we say it. So may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live a life of ease. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. And may I live a life of ease. And then to us all, may we be happy. May we be safe. May we be healthy. And may we live a life of ease. When you're ready, if you're not stretching further, then please take your time, but roll over and let's come up to Sukhasana to finish class. Not sure I've got the life of ease at the moment, but I've got an easier life than most people have. But just as we're all coming up, another little quote from Helen Keller came to me. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And thinking back on what we've done for all the charities and things we've helped and people we've helped around the world and in the UK, we've done so much because we've been together. So finishing class, thank you everybody for your practice. Thank you for being together with me. Thank you to the internet for staying up this morning. Happy birthday to the birthday girls this week and last week. And let's finish with may the light in me always greet the light in you. Namaste.